shed loads of chocolate, more than is good for me, usually. A little pick and mix bag of chocolate white mice, or a bag of dairy milk buttons. Hi, my name is Nick, and I'm a freelance copywriter, and I'm a copywriter because it springs from my one true passion, which is writing. It's been my love since I was a kid, writing, and throughout my education it propped me up. If I wasn't doing as well in the other subject, I was always doing quite well in English and writing because I enjoyed it, so I never saw it as work. Like a lot of vocations, being a copywriter springs from a natural enjoyment of things, in this case writing. I now write to make people feel something, to make them act, to buy into a product or service, or perhaps donate to a cause. If my writing or a concept makes people feel something and act upon that feeling, that's success to me, and it's success to my client as well. Once I've completed a project, I feel both happy and sad, funnily enough. Happy because I've completed a client's brief, their project, to their satisfaction. Happy client equals happy copywriter. Sad because I've lived and breathed their product and service for so long and their target audience that there's a kind of emptiness at the end when you're no longer living in that client's, the world of their product or sector. It's kind of strange. I spent time in large above-the-line advertising agencies, then in experiential marketing, which is events-based, then a year in primary schools working with children, and then I picked up a freelance client on the side in the midst of that. That snowballed, and I found myself working client side, which I now much prefer. I wouldn't swap what I do for the world now. I absolutely love it. I'm inspired by others in other creative industries. It's great art directors, photographers, illustrators, designers, and even other copywriters. I guess what led me to this was my sister. She works at Saatchi's advertising agency, and she knew of a course that was the kind of industry standard course that was well known within the industry. And unbelievably, I got on. That's when I met my other inspiration, Tony Cullingham, the course tutor, creative genius and fringe lunatic. If you are going to freelance, not just as a copywriter, but in any industry, be prepared to take a bit of flack from people with the best will in the world, who have the best intentions, but perhaps don't know any better. Whatever you do, they will think that you've taken a risk, that you're simply unemployed, you're a bit of a bum, and that maybe you sit at home all day and watch Jeremy Kyle. This will be the case no matter how hard you know you're working, which can be quite frustrating, so be prepared to develop a thick skin on that one. A few things I've learned along the way: be prepared to take criticism, in copywriting particularly. If you can't, don't do it. It's never personal, it's always about the work and making it better, or at least it should be. Definitely don't have too big an ego. Learn to understand that not everything is brilliant just because it came from your mind or it came from your hands. Don't be precious about taking all the credit for a piece of work or just working solo. Some of my best work has come from working collaboratively with other people. It's come from what they brought to a job. There are no shortcuts to success. You just have to work hard, and it will include a few sleepless nights. But it's worth it when you're doing well, because you'll know you've earned your position of success. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It happens. You're not a robot, okay? Be prepared to make them here and there. As long as you're getting more right than you're getting wrong, it's not a problem. That's what a first draft is for. No one expects that to be flawless, and then you do a second draft and make it better. Listen to clients, to great scripts, even eavesdrop on people's conversations, say in a coffee shop, which isn't as weird as it sounds. You will learn about the natural flow of conversation, how people talk and what they like to hear, and this will feed into great copy that you write. Don't simply work. To contradict an earlier point, you'll become boring, you'll have nothing to feed your imagination, and consequently the work that you produce will be boring. Read as many books as you can get your hands on, fact or fiction, watch films back to back, go to unusual exhibitions, go to the theatre, have a mad night out with friends, whatever helps to feed your imagination. Two biggest influential characters in my life would be one of my primary school teachers, Sarah French, who encouraged my creativity and my weirdness, even as a child. And the other one will be previously mentioned, my ad course tutor, Tony Cullingham, creative guru, who just opened my mind to a whole new way of thinking. Quote that I try to live by: try again, fail better. Samuel Beckett. It's all about being relentless. If you make a few mistakes, just keep going. What I would tell my younger self, get to what you want to do a lot quicker than I did. It will be based on your passion and your interest, which it has been, so just run with that. The other thing I would tell my younger self is don't dye your hair electric blue between the ages of 18 and 21. You'll just look like a bit of a prat, basically. I love what I do because it springs from my one true passion, writing. My name is Nick and I'm a freelance copywriter.
In the Office is brought to you by 123reg. With over 3 million domain names registered and over 1.4 million websites hosted, 123reg is the largest domain provider in the UK. Give yourself the best start possible with the UK's #1 domain registrar using the link in the description.